I'm Colin.
I'm Bradley.
I'm David.
I'm Ann Schweitzer, Alderwoman of the First Ward.
Yeah. And this is Overarching, a podcast about St. Louis, for St. Louis, by St. Louis, featuring St. Louis.
Yes.
Hey, it's Ann Schweitzer, everybody.
I want to be Alderwoman of the First Ward.
I'll fight you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pass.
I think you have to live in the first ward.
Yeah.
Do you live in the first ward?
I do not.
Which ward do you live in?
Oh, God.
Who's your alderperson, David?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Because you don't know.
No, I don't want to talk about where I live.
Oh. Is
He got on.
is a ward?
I'm aware.
Is a ward like
Don't wanna talk
enough
about
to
where I
dox
live.
yourself?
I don't want to. We don't have to go into that. I'll tell you right now. I might want to run for my ward someday. And I want to
Ooh.
keep that anonymous.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you announcing something?
Never.
Okay.
I said I might.
Okay.
Overarching, sponsored by, I wrote Fist Bank. First, you know what?
It's going in a different direction.
It's because
This is turned into-
It's karate.
Yeah, or I was gonna say it's like Comrade
the
Bank.
bank for the people.
Comrade Bank.
Your face
Power
is my
power to
fist
the
bank.
people bank. Maybe seems like an oxymoron.
That's what we're gonna go with. First Bank is the bank.
John
the first
Charlton
bank.
is the man at the bank.
He's the first John
Thank
Charlton.
you to John Charlton for sponsoring this episode.
Thank you, John.
Yep.
He really is the best. If you want a loan for your house, don't go anywhere else.
Is he the best John?
Perhaps. I mean, the Baptist guy was pretty cool, I've heard.
My dad's name was John.
My dad's name was John.
Oh, that's right.
My brother's John.
Oh, wow.
Still John
Are
Charlton.
we all Baptists? No.
Oh, my brother's middle name is John.
Okay, then.
Wait, full circle. But we'll get more on that
How
later.
is that full circle?
We went
all
around
four of us?
this full circle has some
Everybody's-
relation to
Do
someone
you
named
have
John.
Everybody's
a
named
relative John? No, actually killed the circle.
Wow.
Boo.
Let's get into our pledge then. How about that?
Say the pledge.
Hold on, I got to pull it up.
Oh, say the pledge that we
I got it. Ready?
totally rehearsed. All right. I pledge allegiance to Gregory FX Daly, the one to whom we owe it all, and to our taxes which we prefer to be spent on the southernmost things. Not like southern things. Not like the Confederacy. Bad Confederacy. But the things that are the most south. Key West. Tierra del Fuego. The South Pole. You know, the one where the anti-Santa lives and his anti-workshop making anti-toys like, I don't know, baseball bats with hinges, dolls that are also rat traps, and Scud missiles. However, since the jurisdiction of the Office of the Collector of Revenue, our father, Gregory FX Daly, only extends to the city of St. Louis, I guess we'll have to settle for St. Louis's First Ward. From the rolling hills of Carondelet Park to the assured cement of the Catalan Transit Center, our fair city's wonderful duodenum, the fighting first, the most south. Now, what's this about the north side? 1% to the god of yellow envelopes ignored by all.
What are your thoughts about that, Ann Schweitzer?
Yeah, why do you think the wards are numbered south to north?
It was a coin flip.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Quite literally. Yeah.
literally that was it?
That was it.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a dice roll.
It wasn't a golden dice roll.
Oh, that's too soon, you guys.
I feel
me a
like
break.
that's not really too soon. It's just a reality of the...
What Tashara said.
Did Tashara say too soon?
That was an active
She said-
scandal when she was on our show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She didn't say
That
a
was
word.
really-
It
actively
literally
breaking
happened
news.
like the day before.
Yeah,
she was on
Tashara
the
did play her
show.
cards correctly there. Or did she play her dice correctly there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Roller
I
dice
know, it was
correctly.
a little coin flip when the wards got divided, and we were deciding what the numbers were going to be because it all mattered based on if you had an odd ward or an even ward. That meant it was going to be a 2-year term or a 4-year term for the first term after ward reduction. So
Gotcha.
coin was flipped. Ward 1 was where I lived, so I got a 2-year term. The first
Does that align with how were they numbered? Were they numbered similarly before
kind of the
reduction?
opposite, actually.
It was top to bottom.
Yeah, but it was also kind of circuitous.
Oh, like a little spiral.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
do
kind
remember
of more
that.
of a spiral situation because
What-
Ward 28, which was near like Central West End area, but I was Ward 13, which was far south, so it was kind of like a.
What other important things in St. Louis are decided by coin flip?
Gosh, I think I was just talking with Alderman Browning about some of the election law changes and talking about, if there's a tie, is that decided by a coin flip or how does that work?
Oh, I was like, I wasn't.
Thumb
I was
wrestling.
No,
hoping.
there's a
I was
lot of
hoping you
things.
didn't
I
have
think,
an
well,
answer.
I think it should be decided by net run rate.
Okay.
Was this? Are you bringing cricket into this?
Yep, my
Bradley's
new
obsessed with
hyperfixation.
cricket right
Welcome to
now.
Yeah, I
Overarching.
did not know what he was talking about.
Yeah, you don't need
we
to.
none of us
You really
do.
don't need
We're gonna
to,
move. Yeah,
man.
no. I've just been getting into the sport of cricket recently.
And he's been subjecting everybody.
Thank you
to
for
it.
saying just cool. Cool, Bradley.
Yeah.
Cool.
So to
It is
not
cool,
get,
actually.
To not get
It is cool.
to not get distracted down that rabbit hole, let's do our world famous the 10 St. Louis questions we ask every guest on our show. Quick fire, rapid fire, fun, get to know ya.
They've never changed. They're the
Icebreaker.
exact same
These
10
are the same
questions to
questions. Every time
Yes.
to everybody.
every guest.
Cool.
David.
Well, I got to pull up my questions.
Oh my gosh.
I'm having a good time. I'm in the moment. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite sandwich in the first word?
Okay, I have to go just one outside of the ward,
Oh.
which I have annexed vegan deli and butcher into the first ward. I have stolen it away from the second ward.
Yeah.
It's on the
not
wrong- it's just
necessarily
on the wrong side of the
officially,
street,
but
right?
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the street. So the hot Italian vegan deli and butcher,
There you go.
big fan.
Favorite sandwich in the first ward? Not in the first
Well,
ward.
it's annexed. It's an annexed first
Anne
ward
Schweitzer,
business.
everybody.
Anne has annexed.
Hey.
Yeah.
First word.
There we go. All right. Next question. What is the best place to be outside in Ward 1?
Oof, there's so many options. Carondelet Park is probably my favorite place to be outside in Ward 1. It's city's third largest park. We got so much going on. I was just there doing yoga last night. We've had goats in the park recently. We had a great fall festival.
Go yoga?
You know, we haven't done goat yoga yet, but I think it could be coming. Could be next.
You got all the pieces there, Anne.
Yeah, we're ready.
Hey,
We're really
right
putting
on.
it together.
Who does the yoga? The goats in that scenario?
They do lead it, yes.
Okay,
It's
cool.
quite-
No further
quite
questions.
imaginative.
Thank you. And reminder, these are the questions we ask everybody.
We asked these questions, specifically this question. Who the heck is Joe Leisure?
Oof. St. Louis has a lot of fun political families. The Leisures were one of the political families that were leaders in St. Louis, and they are, filled with lore, like so many of our families here.
That because there's a leisure park I realized the other day in LaSalle, too.
Yes.
And I remember when I lived in Soulard, I would bike by that park and be like, "There's another one? What are they trying to pull?"
Everyone-
You
Well,
said
it's like-
there's, you
well,
said
it-
there's
it-
some lore. I want to know the lore. Do you have the tea?
Is
Oh
it
my
too
gosh.
much time for the
It's it's just like the old families in St. Louis, the ones that were involved in so many different things. There's different histories.
Leisure activities, if you
So-
will.
Leisure activities. Yes. There's also a leisure room in the Board of Aldermen.
Is that-
chambers.
What do you do in that room?
It is oddly enough for leisure.
Is it the break room?
Leisure.
It has
I mean,
to be.
It kind of is. It's a conference room, but it's right outside of the chamber. So most people just think of it as like where you go to if you need a rest.
Why'd
But
you, okay, well,
it's his
why'd
last
you name that
name.
room after
There
famous Bill W. Conference?
yeah, totally.
what's
That was
your-
the second option?
What's your bar in the first ward?
What's my bar?
Yeah.
Oh, I am a Heavy Anchor fan.
There you go.
Yes,
They're great.
they are great.
Played a few shows there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I feel like that's like a rite of passage in St. Louis when you're in high school and you have a high school band.
Well, Rite of Passage used to be Cicero's, which I did multiple
Yes,
times.
Cicero's was that. Heavy Anchor. It was also Foo Bar.
Sure,
When we were
yeah,
in
yeah.
high school.
Was it Foo Bar?
It was Foo Bar. That was in.
It was-
that was in Midtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I knew that. That's where Golden Gems is now, right?
No.
No, Red Flag.
Is Red Flag? Did they like knock it down and rebuild a new building?
They kind of like gutted it a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. Yeah.
the same.
Heavy Anchor is our comedy. I don't want to even call them our rival.
Duo.
It's
Nemesis.
Comedy duo.
it's that all the open mic stand up comedians come to because Heavy Anchor's stand up comedy is a little like a half an hour before Greenfinch's. So
But they're
all
both-
the stand up comics go there and sign up, then come to us and sign up, then leave and go back to Heavy Anchor and do their sets, and then come back to Greenfinch and do their sets.
The exact same set.
The exact same set, and then they don't buy anything in
work.
another place. So I
just work on
I
it.
don't know if there are nemesis or not when it comes to stand-up comedy.
There's gotta be
Yeah.
some scheduling issues
But it is
there.
a great place. Heavy
Yeah, yeah.
Anchor's great.
Oh yeah. What's the best grave in Ward 1?
Oh God, you guys want to go there? Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of graves.
There's a lot of
We're
graves.
all going to go there one day, Anne.
I know.
Good point.
So Concordia Cemetery
Mm-hmm.
is in my ward, and I don't know if you've ever been, but it is just gorgeous. It is a really old cemetery. It has some very beautiful graves, and some of them are for like kids, which makes me really sad, but they're very sweet, and they've got just beautiful remembrances and little lambs on the graves, and I'm a little sentimental. I really like that.
Really bringing the comedy, Anne.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Who asked favorite grave? What do you want me to say?
Favorite grave.
Children.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is not good. This is not off to a good start.
Breaking news. Ward 1 author. No, I'm just kidding.
Might get
dark.
the clicks.
Very dark.
Yep.
Thumbnail.
It's really a cute grave, you guys.
That they can be.
I mean,
really.
they're
They
so
can be.
small.
It's really small.
What? This is. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna bring back dead baby jokes?
No. David, how about you ask the next question?
Oh man.
What's your favorite thing about the Loughborough Commons strip mall?
Oh.
She's like, this is worse than
Yeah.
worse than the baby
These
grave.
are all the questions you ask everyone?
Surprisingly, also the baby graves. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Sorry. Okay.
I knew there was
so
something.
weird.
I knew
This
there
is
was
the
something
right show.
spooky about that
I've
Lowe's.
never felt more at home.
This is the right show.
So this is, I feel like, a really important thing. Loughborough Commons had a 20-year sales tax on it. When it was built, it had this community improvement district formed, and it had a 1% sales tax. And a few years ago, I realized that they had finished paying off their bonds, basically. And so when that happens, they can decide to stop charging the sales tax, but they hadn't. And so I went through this whole crusade to get them to stop charging the sales tax. And that's my favorite thing, is that they don't charge that sales tax anymore.
Well, that's actually a really perfect answer.
I love
Great
that.
answer.
I love that at the city level, you still have the experience that we all have of going and checking our bank account and being like, how long have I been paying for this Spotify subscription?
Right. Yeah, and they could have charged it for the full 20 years, but once they finished paying off those bonds, it really made sense to stop charging people. I mean, a lot of people use that shopping center, and it adds 1% to your bill. It made it the most expensive schnooks in the city of St. Louis, and didn't need to be that way. So
Good job.
we stopped. Yeah,
Way
it
to
was
go.
exciting, and they're doing some improvements. There's new plants going in, and new signs going up soon.
Beautification.
Yeah,
my
all
favorite
about
part.
beautification.
My favorite part of the Loughborough Commons strip mall is that it is the unceremonious end to the busiest bus route in the region.
Unceremonious end. Yeah, I do really want that 70 stop there to be improved. That's one of the things that a few years ago I put in an application for Citizens for Modern Transit. They do bus or stop renovations. I think they did one just along Graveway recently, and I really want them to do that one. Because
Just let
it could
that
be
St.
nicer.
Louis guerrilla urbanist guy do it. He'll do it in the dead of night for free.
Yeah, they did put a very cute. Speaking of the gorilla bus stop people, they did put my favorite bus bench at my bus stop, which has cats all over it. So
Aw.
Fantastic.
I know, I feel
I
very
love that.
seen.
You can at least make it like just move Catalan over there. Catalan owns
one.
2 buses.
Your question.
This is very important. What are you gonna do about the intersection of Loughborough Avenue and Loughborough Drive?
Loughborough Avenue and Loughborough at the park.
No.
Yeah, like the south side of the
Yeah,
park.
the south side of the park.
Like,
Yeah,
Loughborough
go, like
Commons.
the intersection that leads
It's so
into
confusing.
Loughborough
Like,
Commons.
why do Loughborough intersect with Loughborough?
Why?
Okay, so you've never been to the county.
No, the county just has like, I'm on
Place and
Fifi.
Drive
Now
and
I'm on something else.
Terrace.
Wait, I'm on Fifi again.
Yeah,
point.
I don't know. They got a lot of the place.
Isn't
Terrace
it just
Drive.
strange that Loughborough
Road.
intersects with Loughborough?
There's also in the other side of the park, Holly Hills Boulevard and Holly Hills. Is it Drive into the park?
Thought it was Ave. I could be wrong.
So Holly Hills Boulevard, then Holly Hills Ave on either side.
On
of
either
Holly
side,
Hills
that's right.
Boulevard, and then there's a Holly Hills inside the park. As
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Anyway, there's actually a lot that's going to be happening in the Loughborough intersection there. That bridge is getting taken down completely by MoDOT.
Oh.
over the highway. Yes, very exciting.
And replaced or
And replaced.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna repel. It's gonna be nuts.
Evil Knievel.
Yes, we figured more fun. But anyway,
St. Louis needs more fun.
That's what Walt
do.
That's what Walt Disney was talking about when he said transportation should be fun.
Need
If
more-
Jump Flags isn't going to put in a roller coaster, MoDOT will.
yeah,
Hey.
I trust him. Jen Wade,
Honestly-
the engineer of MoDOT, is one of my favorite people.
I've heard great things.
She's incredible. You should have her on the show.
'Kay.
Don't ask her about
Noted.
baby graves, though.
Sure.
We didn't ask about baby graves. You brought up the baby
yeah.
graves.
We'll have to
Roll the
we'll have to
tape.
agree to disagree on that one. Kind of set me up for baby graves.
Also,
Anyway,
if we're gonna have a UFC fight on the White House lawn, we can have a highway on ramp that's a jump.
yes, we
It
absolutely
feels
can.
American,
It
I
won't
guess.
be, but it could be. And they're taking down that bridge, putting a new one in, and then there's also the bridge that the city owns that MoDOT's going to be managing just further west of that. So that whole area is going to be completely redone, pedestrian space, cycle tracks. It's going to be really, really exciting when it's done.
Loving all the cycle lanes going in.
Yeah,
Right
a little maybe
about
a little
that.
taste of later, real quick. Because I know the problem with doing that sort of thing on like Shoto and Gravois. Isn't it like the highway designation for those, and therefore MoDOT is in charge of them, and it makes it more difficult to, to do
with
things?
Gravois, for example, it's a city-owned route, but MoDOT maintains it curb to curb.
So it makes it hard to
It-
do.
It's sort of harder and easier at the same time. On the one hand, there's more money that's available to it because MoDOT has that maintenance aspect that they're in charge of and that they can plan. And honestly, they're better planners in terms of a long-term, 5-year plan. They have a 5-year plan. Just having one feels like a good thing. Excuse me.
Yes, it is.
It is good to have a 5-year plan for streets, paving. Yeah.
Well, you know who else had a 5-year plan?
Okay. I feel like I know where you're going.
Stalin. Yeah, I went there.
I felt like you were going some dictator route.
Well, yeah.
Great.
He said
Anyways,
it. Except he said it in Russian, though. We'll get back to that.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Stalin. To Gravois.
Gravois.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. You kind of alluded to this a little bit, maybe tipped your hand, but your ward borders wards 2, 3, and 8. So of those, which one are you eyeing for conquest, and what's your strategy?
Probably Ward 2 for sure.
Uh-huh.
Definitely.
just for the vegan restaurant.
Yeah, for the vegan restaurant, my parents live there, grew up there.
Oh.
I feel like I could just take it over.
There you go.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're like Josh Hawley. You grew up in a place
And
that and you
total
ran for somewhere
carpetbagger.
else.
Totally. Yeah.
So
But I
you're
do
a-
live in the area that I represent. Which
You're
is
a Ward 2 Nepo baby, not a Ward 1 Nepo baby.
Yeah.
So you're
There's
not
a
Nepo
lot of-
in
a
your
lot
own
of-
ward.
Right. There's a lot of issues actually because I went to St. Gabe's for grade school and
Yeah.
I represent St. Stephen's and
Oh, there is that bit of a
there is a rivalry. There's a rivalry there. So
it's Catholic on Catholic.
Speaking of Nepo babies,
Me?
No.
who is your favorite historical mayor?
I think I
Mine
have
was
to-
Albert L. Schweitzer.
Oh, I was going to say Albert L. Schweitzer is my favorite.
How about yours, David? Is yours Albert L. Schweitzer? Mine's Albert L. Schweitzer.
Wow, that's a nice.
David likes Rolla.
I love Rolla.
Oh
love Rollo
no!
Rolls, yeah.
What about Albert L. Schweitzer?
I love Albert L. Schweitzer.
Albert L. Schweitzer.
Do you know
Albert
who
L.
Albert L.
Schweitzer.
Schweitzer is?
What's yours? What's yours?
I would say Francis Slay, but that's just out of sheer loyalty. He was my first political job in St. Louis was working for Francis Slay, so
Oh, really?
I think I've got to. Yeah.
I forget what you did with Francis Slay.
Oh gosh, I was the tracker on that campaign, which means I followed Lewis Reed around to everything he went to.
How'd you keep up with that Honda Civic?
I really
Or whatever
put
it
myself
was.
in danger a few times. Honestly, I'm dedicated to a job if I have one, and I was just following him around everywhere.
What is your
nuts.
connection to Albert L. Schweitzer?
I do not have a connection.
Really?
I didn't think you did, but on
But
the
I
off
appreciate
chance,
the love of the last
I was
name.
like, on the
I-
off chance that you did, we were
Yeah,
like,
like-
we
You know,
gotta set it up.
9 times out of 10 in St. Louis, if you meet two people with the same last name, especially when it's something like Schweitzer, it's
Sure.
like usually.
I do have some family history in politics. My grandfather was sheriff in the 80s, and my mom was an elected person in the late 2010 times. So I'm the third generation of elected official in my family, which
Nice.
is kind of fun.
That is fun.
Yeah.
So your grandpa was sheriff in the 80s.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yes.
God knows we need a sheriff. Although there's a lot of confusion in the city of St. Louis as to the role of the sheriff.
Yeah. It is an interesting thing, which we don't have time to get into right now.
No,
but-
we don't have to. Fine. I'm
He's
just
like,
saying,
"Don't
like,
talk
I'm not saying it's a touchy subject. I'm saying literally
I'm just
like
saying
the other stuff I want to talk
like,
about.
most St. Louisans think policing takes place in St. Louis. The sheriff does not have as much hands on. It's
Sure,
mostly
yeah,
like
it's
civil
a
courts.
it's a look it up. Look it up.
We just passed a bill about all of the duties of a sheriff, actually, in the Port of Waldron.
Yeah.
I'd like to also issue.
Continue.
I'd like to issue a correction.
Oh, boy.
The Honda's Civic joke was in reference to all that, but it was a Volkswagen CC sedan and a Chevrolet Trailblazer, both of which were John Collins Muhammad, not Lewis Reed. So sorry, Lewis Reed.
Good Lord.
But not for all the rest of the stuff. Anyway.
David, final question.
What's your favorite piece of St. Louis trivia? Like a crazy fact that you know about St. Louis that others may not?
Oh my gosh. Besides the baby graves. Okay. I just feel like I keep coming back to that.
Gotta go back.
My favorite piece of St. Louis trivia.
It's like beating a dead horse, baby.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
She's
I'm
pregnant.
really struggling with the favorite piece of St. Louis trivia. What are you guys talking about?
No, he was being mean to me, is what it was.
okay.
She's pregnant, David. That's really rude.
Is it?
Yeah. She's St. Louis's first pregnant alderwoman.
I
Currently serving? Like currently
Yeah.
like
All right, there's a
serving
fun
while
piece
pregnant?
of trivia. Yes.
Yeah.
I am the first pregnant elected official in St. Louis, I think. And I
That's
need
pretty
someone
freaking
I need
crazy.
someone to check that because it seems like an insane thing.
That does feel like an insane poll.
It is
Like, how can that
2025.
be real?
How is that true?
I don't know. Our history isn't that great in
Yeah.
terms of that.
In terms of history.
in terms of just general history.
Alderwoman Schweitzer.
Yes.
We have been criticized in the comments for when we have politicians on here not asking them too many softball questions. So we have some hardball questions for you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. How do you prefer Chris Matthews? On MSNBC? More recently on his Substack?
Oof.
Or medium rare?
I am not a huge news person outside of local news. I'm going to be honest with you. And that's like sharing a lot with you all and trusting you with that. I feel like I get so consumed by what's happening in the city and the state that I just don't do enough following of news. So I don't really know that I have an opinion.
That's
I do like
probably a
MSNBC.
good thing.
That's actually the correct answer. Thank you
Is
very
it?
much. Or
Okay.
medium. I would have also accepted medium rare.
Medium rare was fine.
Okay.
How many runners need to be on base for the infield fly rule to apply?
It's a hardball question.
It's not a softball question.
I think she
It is
got
a
it.
baseball question.
Technically-
how many
technically
runners
that
Does
have to
softball,
be
does
on
softball have
base?
the infield fly rule too?
It does.
Oh,
well,
Infield fly rule.
well, that was.
no.
Kyle
On me for
stepped his own
sexism.
Oh
joke.
my gosh, is it 3?
It is.
Yes.
It's two minimum.
Two, but
But 3
guy
is
running
more
to
than-
third with 2 outs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh my
Well,
god, you
we'll
guys.
take it. We'll take it.
That
Three,
is
three
very
men, 3 men are on the
stressful.
You
base.
did good.
My dad's gonna be horrified.
No.
I think
no,
you're
no.
like you're. I mean, like I'll
If you
three,
answer-
three people have to be
I
on the
knew
base
it was
pads. though.
baseball.
If
Yeah.
you
I didn't say cricket.
good
And
point.
it does have an infield.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can answer this one and you can redeem yourself for your dad.
This is a terrifying interview.
Yeah. Who holds the record for the
no.
most home runs at Busch Stadium Ballpark 2? Busch Stadium
Ballpark
2.
2? Pujols?
No.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Ooh,
Busch Stadium 2. Pujols was only there from 01 to 05 because
guys,
the
this is-
stadium was demolished in 05.
These are really hard questions.
is it one of the guys with the statue out front?
Yeah, so kind
I
of.
think so.
Kind of.
Ray,
He kinda has
Ray
his-
Lankford.
He,
I
yeah,
would-
oh,
I
Ray
don't even
Lankford's
know.
always out there standing really still. He does be like that.
Yeah.
He just shows up.
He shows
I
up.
love
He's like,
Ray
"Give me a
Lankford.
statue. I'm
Dude,
Ray Lankford."
Left-handed, one of the most beautiful left-handed swings of all time. Was only like 5'10", 5'11", and
Short
like
king.
could just absolutely rake the ball.
5'10",
It's like
5'11",
260
short
some
king.
home runs in Busch 2. It's impressive.
Hot.
It's okay.
This
No.
concludes our-
I'm going to tell your dad that you knew that.
Please do.
I'm gonna
Just
write him an
edit
email.
it in with like a little sound
Like-
bite over it. Just with
Ba,
your
ba,
voice. Langford. That sounds good.
And for real, what are ward funds and how do they work?
Ward capital funds?
Yeah.
Very good question.
It's a real hardball question.
Yeah, so there is a sales tax that exists that gets split 50-50, and half of it goes to, it's a half-cent sales tax, it's split 50-50. Half of it goes to ward capital, and that gets divided 14 different ways. And then each alderperson is responsible for allocating those funds to projects in their ward.
14 different ways or 14 equal ways? Or?
14 equal ways,
got
so
it.
to each ward.
Is that like by population or just literally like the same number?
It's the same number.
That seems too fair.
Well, it does actually. It seems like a elegant, but probably not super equitable, but probably better than not way of putting the thumb on the scale for the north side. Because if it's the same number, and because the population's less.
Well, there's fewer aldermen in the north side because of the population.
Oh,
being
that's
less.
true. I didn't think of that.
And
yeah.
they have bigger land
Yeah,
masses.
never mind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
I take it
some
back.
there's some debate about whether it is equitable or not.
Yeah.
That's on
Do
ward
your
funds.
research,
So
Colin.
yeah.
Yeah.
So but then
I was thinking of the map. I thought it was split geographically, not by population. I don't know why.
there's been discussion about doing it differently, splitting it based on road miles, things like that. But
Got to redraw the maps again.
Well,
well, we.
This is a topic of conversation.
Well, I'm just very frustrated about the Missouri redraw proposal.
Oh,
so,
sure.
As we are.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you don't want the governor
I mean,
to come
I'd
in
take Ward
and
2. I'd
just
take-
for the vegan deli. We know.
Yeah, I
we
know.
know.
And my parents.
It was like draw
And
a
your
carve out
parents,
here,
that's
right.
like gerrymander in your house.
Colin
and then
loves
back
his
to the
vegan
ward.
restaurants, though.
I do. The
Are you
vegan
a
butcher's
vegan?
great.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
We've talked to the guy about potentially carrying his pizza.
Yeah. We need to.
We need to
get
do
on
that.
You should
Hey,
absolutely
vegan
hear
butcher
these,
guy,
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. Yeah,
Berkey.
Yeah.
yeah.
On the ward capital funds, like what? Because we've the confusion and what we've heard, and like people say like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. Like, what do people usually spend them on?
Sure.
And like, because we've heard people say, oh well, such and such a ward isn't spending their funds. They just accumulate and keep accumulating. And some people say like, well, they're spending on stuff that like the city should be spending on anyway. Like what? Like can you like just elucidate a little more like the
it's a really good
practical
question.
workings?
Sure. So around May of every year, various city departments come to alder people and they say, we need X amount of dollars for dumpsters, for trees, for sidewalks, and then those funds are coming out of ward capital, and an alder person can say yes or no to those things, which are definitely things that the city needs to be doing, needs to be spending money on. And then there's also sort of special projects that an alder person might have. For example, I've spent money on the traffic calming and repaving of the Ivory Triangle, where Sugar Witch and Stacked and Kabul Express and some restaurants are, to make it more pedestrian friendly. And so that was a big ward capital project. And street lights used to be something that came out of ward capital, but with American Rescue Plan Act funds, a lot of those got replaced through that. So it is a lot of kind of basic infrastructure, but then it's also those special projects that might be something that the community asked for, like in the Ivory Triangle case, or you can spend it on your parks. So there's different things we've done in the various parks in the first ward or across the city. And yeah, some people don't spend it, which is crazy to me because I like to spend it.
Because
Very frugal with my own money, but I like to spend the ward capital.
because taxes are meant to be spent.
I think so. I don't think they should be sitting in an account. I think they should be out the door.
That's it.
Anne is smart. We like Anne. Spend your taxes, guys.
Spend
Spend
the
it.
taxes.
Good freaking
Spend
Lord.
the money.
Are
know.
there large restrictions on what
thank you, I was gonna ask.
ward capital cannot be
Yeah,
spent
so you
on? What are
can't
the
spend
what
it-
are the largest ones?
Right. So really you can only spend it on maintenance. So I couldn't say I want to sweep the ward more often and I'm going to hire a company to sweep the ward more often or something like that. It's really capital projects, which it's fun because capital projects do count planting trees, but not maintaining the trees, which is something the city struggles with a little bit.
What was that? What was that thing you said about the city's good at building things and not maintaining it?
Yeah, I think that is something that is, the maintenance is hard. Maintenance takes a long time. Maintenance
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have funds around it. It takes a lot of people doing a lot of a lot of work around maintenance. So
Well, I've seen that in other organizations beyond city government, where it's like, you get something brand new and shiny. You're like, oh, great, this is brand new. Like, it's gonna be brand new forever. Like, you don't make a plan at the outset for like, hey,
Like Pruitt-Igoe
Oh God. We're gonna bring that up.
for something. I'm
sure. But anyway, but truly, like, it is the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, like having a comprehensive plan from the outset.
yeah,
They did have a comprehensive plan for Pruitt-Igoe. It was just wrong.
That is true.
Just wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should go back and watch our own vertical video about that.
Yeah. Or
No,
one of
we
the
can't be
greatest
plugging
documentaries.
our vertical videos on the long form podcast. That is the reverse order of what we need to be doing it. Okay, I'm gonna move on now.
You
I'm gonna do it.
What a segue.
I'm so good at segue. Call me 2 wheels on either side, and that doesn't fall over because I'm good at segue.
2 wheels on either side is called a car.
No, that's 4.
No.
2 wheels on either side.
That was 4.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
4
yeah.
wheels in a
Yeah.
row.
No,
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're right.
David's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, 1 wheel. Yep. Call me a mall cop because I'm good at segue.
Call me correct because I'm correct.
Correct.
Thank you.
How you doing, correct?
I just like to be smart sometimes.
Oh, in the long line of Joseph L. Leisure and Bill W. Conference.
Who is correct? Yeah, Joseph.
You are Joseph
Leisure
are
is-
correct. Yeah, got it.
Overarching, as always, is brought to you by First Bank. Bradley, St. Louis's most bank. Not only are they the first bank, they're St. Louis's largest local bank, actually. Specifically, we're sponsored by John Charlton. Thank you, Colin, a lender with the First Bank mortgage team. If you or a loved one has ever been affected by house and need to talk to a professional about money for a house, John Charlton will be your house money man. John is even my personal house money man. That's right, and I trust him with all of my house money needs. Thank you, John Charlton. Thank you, First Bank Mortgage, for sponsoring the show.
Do you think I could do like a sign flip thing with this? Like a.
Jesus. Oh, God.
We're gonna do a segment. We're gonna blow our VFX budget.
Don't tell Ashley.
This is a segment called "Looking at Maps."
Looking at maps.
Looking at maps.
Do we have a theme song for looking at maps?
We'll drop it.
It's
in.
a regular day. It's Tuesday through Friday. Time to look at maps, but
On
not
the
Saturday,
toilet.
Sunday, or Monday.
What?
I don't know. I just made Tuesday through Friday the day we look at maps.
Oh, why would you put limitations on it?
I don't know. 7 days a week.
It's a lot of
I mean,
maps.
how often do you
look at maps.
how often do you use the bathroom? Because that's how often I look at maps.
Yeah, the good point. Me too.
Yeah. Looking at maps. Couple things. Have you ever just looked at a map?
I have
of the-
maps all over my office. Yes, I love maps.
Have you ever just
I'm a
looked at
7-day-a-week map girl as well. Yeah.
Have you ever just looked at a map of the Missouri Pacific Railroad line through South City and been like, wouldn't it be nice?
I really do wish that we had a stronger connection with the railroads and had done more, however many years ago when Chicago got more of the railroads than we did in St. Louis. And
I was more
some
talking
bad
about that
decisions.
there's already like a right of way. I mean, that's absolutely correct.
That's correct. That was the onset of the Chicago booming in St. Louis.
oh yeah. Yeah, we were like steamboats.
Yeah. Steam is the future.
Steam.
Riverboat travel.
Well, they also said steam is the future, but on choo choo, not on.
True.
What is the onomatopoeia for a boat?
Tug tug.
That doesn't. Boats don't go tug, David.
Yeah, they do their tugboats.
You think this isn't Pokemon? Things don't just say what they are out loud.
Pika.
Mark Twain,
I think he did that,
Mick
yeah.
Barge.
Becky Thatcher.
Yeah.
Because man, a nice public transit line
Yeah.
on the Missouri Pacific Railroad right of way would be like.
You got tracks there. They're going places and they're not being used.
and it hits all the neighborhoods in South City in a real cool and pretty efficient way. like the Hill
Well, it's
Sure.
it's just extremely
and the
privatized,
Missouri
you know?
Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, it is tough to work with the railroads. I'll be honest with you.
Sure.
That's one of the toughest people or organizations rather to communicate with when there's issues, whether it's overgrowth or getting the right-of-way issues taken care of. Different projects in the ward have needed to adjust the stop bars on the, what are they called? What's this?
Yeah, the
What am I
stop
doing?
bars.
Something that does this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm
The arm bars.
chop.
Arm bars, yeah.
Go Knowles.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, railroads do this.
The plow drivers.
They, to change them to incorporate a cycle track, for example, they need to be extended. And even getting somebody to respond about, can you do that, can take months and really slow down a project. So
Wow.
the railroads
They're
can be
really
tough.
that bad at communicating?
It can take a minute.
Do they have a lot
you
of
have to
red
find the
tape, or-
right person. That's what I found in either city government or the railroads or any corporation. It's just as soon as you find the right person who will actually respond to you, you can get things done. But sometimes it takes a minute to find that person.
Do you think you could just like use your ward funds, like a portion of your
To
ward
just take
funds, to
over
just
the
like buy
railroads?
the railroad?
Just buy the railroad.
Just buy the railroad,
like
Ann.
Monopoly style,
Yeah.
just slowly.
Well,
You just need 3 of the cards. And
do you
then
know how often
two
they're
of them
using
actually
those
for railroads.
lines?
Is that settlers? Did we change? What's up?
Settlers, that's good.
I think you're talking about Ticket to Ride,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
like Settlers of Catan, but trains.
But different.
Yeah.
Trains.
Specifically that line going through South City, it's not even used heavily. It's not a frequented line by freight.
It's frequented by public transportation already because the Texas Eagle goes out of town on that line.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so curious, like what the relationship. So, is the relationship like with Texas Eagle, like Amtrak, I guess, is on there, or
Because
is,
Amtrak leases the
but
lines.
is it
Is it all
Norfolk
Union
Southern who
Pacific?
has that line, or is it Union Pacific? Or
Union Pacific is who we have to deal with in my
Okay.
ward.
Okay.
Then it's that because
Yeah.
that is the train line that goes
Got
through.
it. I couldn't
Ward
remember
1.
if it was UP or
Amtrak just
Norfolk
needs
Southern
to
or-
run. I mean, if Amtrak would run 15-minute frequencies and just add some stops, on the way out of town, it'll be so that Amtrak, going to San Antonio.
But that's heavy rail.
by way of the
Heavy rail
Hill,
can be commuter rail.
Carondelet
Yeah.
Park.
But that's an interesting. It's slow going.
That was a joke.
and then to get from the Hill to Carondelet Park would be like $59.
That's yes.
Thank you. Very good. I thought you were being serious.
No.
I can't
Yeah.
tell when you do
David,
bits
this is a
sometimes.
comedy podcast. I don't know if
I can't tell when you do bits sometimes because you're so serious.
Well, yeah.
comedy's serious
No,
business.
like your classic metro lines that go the Hill and Kings Highway and Grand and the First Ward and then Dallas, Texas.
Sure. I think
Classic
this is a joke
stuff.
again.
Classic line.
Yeah.
We have a little segment for you. We were looking at maps and found some fun things in your ward,
Okay.
and we'd like you to guess. This is
my gosh.
we are going to read you 1-star reviews from things in your ward, and no restaurants, nothing,
1-star reviews.
nothing crazy, but
They're very fun.
1-star reviews from things in your ward, and you have to guess what it is based on the 1-star review.
Oh my god.
Don't
You
dox
ready?
your friends.
Oof. Yeah, this is that moment where it's like, what if I'm right, but I don't want to be.
Oh, yeah.
I think to be fair, I think we picked things. We're restaurant owners. We wouldn't want someone going on a podcast, especially our alderwoman,
Yeah.
going on a podcast and being like,
I only have nice things to say about the
Greenfinch.
first ward. Yeah.
So these are not. We
All right.
we think all of these are like. I mean, they're definitely not respectful of the
You can just-
place,
we
but
can-
you'll,
I think-
you'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the vibe is not disrespectful if you guess, and you'll see what we're talking about. Number 1, would give this place 0 stars if I could. The flowers are all dead.
Is this a baby grave joke again?
No.
The flowers are all dead. Give this place 1. The flowers are all dead.
The flowers are all dead.
That's your indication.
Yeah, no, I get that, but
Yeah.
where are all the flowers dead? We have a dried flower business in the ward. Is that it? Probably not.
None of these are businesses.
Yeah, you did tell me that. Okay.
Well, I mean, they might be
I don't
businesses,
know.
but they're not traditional
The
businesses.
flowers are all dead. I don't know.
This is the Flower Patch at Federer and Coronado.
Oh, that's rude.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I don't like that. They work really hard on that.
They
I'm gonna
really
get
do.
defensive.
Every time I pass there's flowers in bloom. Every time.
Maybe was the review written in winter.
That would be hilarious.
That would be very funny.
I don't know.
It was
do
written
not like
5
that.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, people work really hard on those flower
It
patches.
was winter 5 years ago.
It was
That's true.
It was. We still had it back then.
We did.
Flowers are all dead.
Next one. Also,
I'm gonna need a list of these.
also, there it is on Google.
Just for like vengeance purposes.
Yeah.
No good for flowers. No good for gardens. Too much trash. T.O. No good for flowers. No good for gardens. And they meant to write too much trash.
Oh, okay. Too much trash. I hope it's not one of the community gardens.
I wouldn't call it that.
Is it a parkway still? Are we just doing all the different parkways?
It's near a parkway.
Give it to her.
What is it?
It's the Carondelet Mulch Heaps.
Oh. I don't think there's a way to guess these, you guys.
There really isn't.
Okay.
And
I'm
just-
like, I feel like I'm being set up.
He's
for
just
failure
being
here.
mean.
Yeah. Well, the Carondelet mulch heaps are quite productive. Actually, they're very delightful.
I've
really
heard good things.
That is really nice. If you don't know, this is a piece of St. Louis. I don't know if it's trivia.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it trivia, but
Okay.
it is a fun fact about St. Louis is that you can get mulch and compost for free at Carondelet Park. You can just go pick up the mulch and compost, and I use it all the time. That's why we have my chickens live in it. It's great.
To be fair, like digging for 1-star reviews was difficult.
But there's
Like-
Everyone loves the first word.
Yeah.
there's enough of them on random stuff. That's very funny. I have one more,
yeah.
and we'll see if you can get it.
Oh my gosh.
This one's definitely for something more popular than the last two things. Not that I don't love a good mulch heap.
It's really an incredible mulch heap.
Gateway Arch, City Museum, Carondelet Mulch Heaps, obviously.
Yeah.
When people come in from out of town.
People go to it. My
People
dad's
do.
there pretty much every day.
Yeah. Jumping around,
No, he really is a big mulch guy.
bathing in it. 1 star. Bro, it's missing a wall.
It's missing a wall.
Bro, it's missing a wall. From 3 months ago. It's the most recent one.
Oh man.
What
See,
attraction?
this feels like too close to home because
Well, it is a home
Yeah.
or a house, if you will.
Okay. Is it Lyle House?
It is.
Shoot.
Did they
Yeah.
fix the wall? I don't know.
No.
No. One
No, they
star.
didn't. It's a sore subject, to be honest with you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Lyle House is a historic building in the ward. It's really, really old building, built in the 1800s, and been trying for years to get it restored and to get the city moving on it. And so many things take so long, and I was so sure it was going to catch on fire, and then it did, in fact, catch on fire, and now we are. Yeah, that much further back in the process of restoring it, and there's a big community effort to try to figure out what to do next. And but it is a very frustrating topic for me because I so badly want it to be like a beacon in the park that is a place people can go, and that it would be this amazing space, and then it caught on fire.
Yeah. Is it owned by the city?
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
So 1 star for bureaucracy.
I would generally yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that was looking at maps.
And 1-star reviews.
Yeah, there was a couple 3-star reviews of certain graves, which is fun.
We won't go back there. Let's
You
just not go back to
you
graves.
can look those up on your own time for some.
Let's not go back to graves.
It's too much.
It's fun. It's a fun
Having a lot
time.
of pregnancy anxiety. That's clearly what it is.
Yes.
We promised we weren't going to talk about these things until near the end of the show because they would dominate the whole show. But you invited yourself on this show from
We also wanted her on the show. Let's be very clear.
walked in here.
Yeah.
From which video? What was it? The Gravois? Was it the walking across Gravois with the coffee?
I think it was when you were talking about conditional uses.
Oh,
You
conditional
seemed
use
to
hearings.
actually
See you.
understand the process, and I was just like, oh my gosh, a social media post that understands what's going on and can succinctly summarize it. I was
right, folks.
very happy about that.
Sometimes we know what we're talking about.
I
It's
really
rare,
appreciate it.
but sometimes we do.
I don't know about being rare, but it is something that's important because a lot of people, there's so much nuance in all these conversations, and so it makes it harder to put it in sound bites or to make it fun or interesting or something people are going to pay attention to. So when you did that, I thought this would actually be an opportunity to talk about the issues and hopefully have a more nuanced conversation about
So
it.
you just had a meeting the other day. What was it called? It was something about the data center.
A board of aldermen meeting?
No.
Okay.
The public meeting.
Well, I don't know.
Didn't you just host some sort of zoning and
Was it a town hall?
See, I know. We always know
Yeah.
what we're talking about. The town hall.
Well, you guys are not impressing me at this moment.
Yeah, the town hall that I saw.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I saw
Okay.
all the pictures of Maxi Glamour giving the best look to a guy from Ameren that was talking.
That was a good look.
Yeah.
They are known for their good looks, which I
Yes.
appreciate so many ways. So one that was a public infrastructure and utilities hearing.
There you
So the
go.
Board of Aldermen has committees. They have hearings. We had a hearing on Resolution 111, which I sponsored, regarding regulations around data centers.
And what was the outcome of that meeting?
We passed the resolution out of committee that day, and more importantly, we heard from a lot of people in the public about what their thoughts are on data centers, what they care about around the topic, no matter what side of the issue they were on. It was just really helpful to hear what people are thinking in our community.
What if anything did you learn anything new from that meeting from the public, or was it just like no?
It was
No.
it was a really good conversation. So there were people who were there talking about the environmental concerns that they had, and whether it's water use or energy use or noise pollution or just issues of of vibrancy in our city, which isn't necessarily an environmental concern, but it is something I think when we talk about where we live and why we choose to live somewhere, what the neighborhoods look like and the businesses that are around us, I think really matters. So people talked about those issues, and then some labor unions came to talk about the construction jobs that are generated by data centers, and people came to speak about the potential tax revenue and the ability to attract tech businesses, move. If you are looking at your using your devices, it makes it quicker to load things when there's a data center closer because I don't know.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
I heard this from a friend of ours that I won't name, but is also in that picture, giving the most face to the guy from Ameren. But I think it is somebody else was talking that I don't think the community is buying the whole we get faster Wi-Fi if there's a data center.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is some truth to it. My dad, who was part of the Monsanto data center for 15, 20 years, there is some truth to the proximity making things a little faster. That said, it is not as intense as people will think it will,
Also-
as they're marketing it to be.
Sure.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, Wi-Fi is pretty all right.
You feel okay with it?
I feel okay with Wi-Fi.
And also,
Yep.
and also specifically having like a place for people to go right at the foot of the Grand Metrolink station.
Yeah, that negates everything else.
Well, regardless of like the wider data center debate, like this specific one is like that is the worst land use.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Honestly, street level parking is a better land use at that
Yeah.
location.
At least
And
street level
we-
parking doesn't drive up our electricity bill.
you are honestly being 100% honest, because that the footbridge that will be built
and
that
the
was
Brickline
torn down.
The Brickline Greenway is kicking butt on
Yeah.
a lot of their projects right now. So
It is.
I have full faith that that's going to be built.
I agree.
Unlike the Green Line.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people though that maybe you can help answer this question, with specifically with land use, the armory like notwithstanding, when it comes to like infill projects on those like super large parking lots. I'm very curious. Is there an infill project, maybe a little bit off topic here, but this is intentional. Is there kind of an infill project in Ward 1? Is there a swath of land that is just your nemesis that you keep staring at and you're going, God, this needs to be infilled with something? Is there something in your brain you would love to see there?
You know, there's a lot of industrial land along the river that is in the process of getting filled. And then there's also a bunch of land along the river that was part of the buyout with flooding that occurred in the 90s.
Yeah.
And that is
93.
just, yeah, so that's just there. And what we can do with that is mixed. And, you know, I'd love to see something happen, but the ability to do anything with it is sort of low. So I'd love to see, you know, more intentional storm infrastructure, things like that at the site. Yeah, there's a lot of different places I'd love to see more development. A lot of my ward is pretty developed. It's just, you know, vacant housing, vacant properties. That's where kind of my mind goes when someone asks me, you know, what would I really like to see change really quickly? That's my magic wand thing, is vacant housing and vacant properties.
Do you think like Shamim's ADU bill that she, you know, pushed heavily, that's now been passed, will help with a lot of that infill?
Vacant housing?
Yeah, vacant housing in your ward.
I don't know.
I'm very curious to see how that.
What is ADU?
Additional dwelling units.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Accessory.
That's right.
Accessory.
Accessory dwelling units.
I love accessory dwelling units. I think they're great. I would love to have one. It is the ability to turn a, you know, second parcel on your piece of land into a dwelling unit. So you can turn your garage into kind of a mother-in-law suite or carriage house situation, or build one. And there's some pretty strict rules around it, as you can imagine, just to make sure that it's something that fits into the neighborhood and isn't too close to property lines, things like that. But it's something that I think is great, especially with our smaller housing stock. In my neighborhood, you know, I have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. There's only so much you can kind of grow in that space. But if you're able to turn your garage into another living space or build a second floor on it, it makes it easier.
How like, when did that become not legal? Because, like, I know when I lived in Soulard, when I was renting in Soulard, I lived in a carriage house.
Okay, cool.
Like, that was part of a courtyard situation, but it was
Yeah.
certainly the carriage house at one point for the building that's in front of it.
Sure. Yeah. And I think the city was built with a lot of those types of properties, depending on where you are, depending on how old the neighborhood is. That was something that the city had. In the zoning that exists today, that, you know, we're in 1940s something zoning map that we're still dealing with, single family A was, you know, one dwelling unit on that property.
It's from that.
Yeah, there's
It's from
definitely
the-
implications there.
Yeah. Yep, you
Yep,
do it.
there you go.
Yep, there it is. Where? Oh no.
Oh, well, the last thing we wanted to hit was just talking about Gravois in general, and like 'cause we.
What are you
going
gonna do about it?
But alluded to that earlier, like, you know, like the complications of it being a state highway, and also just like the reality of it being a terrible place to be, whether you're in a car or not.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and there's a lot of community groups like that are really focused on it right now. I know, like, I feel like you know, have some thoughts there.
I have so many thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do about it? Great question. What are my thoughts? Also a good question. So the Coalition to Protect Cyclists and Pedestrians, St. Louis Urbanists, have been incredible partners in this, and they deserve so many, you know, shout outs, and anywhere we can talk about them, we should.
Yes.
They're incredible. So they have been advocating to push up the timeline for repaving and traffic calming along Gravois. MoDOT put it on their 5-year plan, which has it as slated as 2029 for repaving and traffic calming. And thankfully, we passed the gas tax increase not that long ago, and there's more money available for safety. So there's more money available in this specific MoDOT project for safety improvements along Gravois than there would have been, you know, 5 years ago. So I'm really happy about that. Jen Wade, who we already talked about, shout out to Jen Wade, has been working really hard on this project. They've already have a consultant to do reviews and to begin some of the engagement public engagement. So there's that sort of like long-term 2029 plan that I'm advocating for a move-up date of 2028. I think they've talked about it. I think it could happen. I think we should all push for it to be sooner.
That's also 2029 is when the Department of the Department of Streets is being folded into the Department of Transportation. Is it all going to look like the Gravois and Russell intersection? Is that like what we have to, look forward to is like what they've just recently done to the Gravois and Russell intersection? Because like it's not enough.
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. So there will be a lot of public engagement along Gravois improvements and larger projects like that. It's going to be a huge amount of public input and engagement. There's discussions about should there be as many intersections on Gravois, and that gets really complicated because people are so used to their regular ways of moving around a street. But there are so many odd intersections from when Gravois was I'm thinking of all my St. Louis trivia now that question's over. But Gravois was, it connects Grant's Farm and the brewery. And then the Bevo Mill is where the Bush family would stop between those two properties to, rest for a while, moving between their two properties. So it's a road that is supposed to serve carriages. And now we have incredible amounts of traffic on the road and so many high speeds, and it should be slower. So all of these entrances to the street made sense when you were in on a horse.
That's a great. I bet not a lot of our viewers do know that trivia fact. That's a great trivia fact.
Yeah.
Good one. Great
Thanks.
poll.
Thank you so much. Thinking of all of them now that I'm talking about it.
What I would like you to do,
Get a horse.
get a horse.
Get a horse.
Ride the horse.
Save a car, ride a horse. But bury it. Not the whole thing, but like
The horse?
no.
The road, I think, and I
Yeah.
don't know where he's going with this yet either. So let's
So
see.
the
I never
intersection
said.
of like Gravois and like just past Chippewa, like Merrimack.
Sure, like where the viaduct is.
Yeah. Why can't we do that at like Jefferson? And put
Just
some,
like put it lower.
make it. You can't turn already,
We got a lot of caves.
Just
And-
bury the road.
Yeah.
and you got two intersections that already are cut throughs at Ohio and Victor on either side.
Yeah.
Put some stoplights there and
some
whoop,
stoplights.
right under the road. I know it's money, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, if I was like in my project 2025 takeover of the government,
Oh boy.
like
For good,
for good,
For good things.
for the people, not for taking away medicine from people or whatever. Just put Gravois under make it not an intersection anymore.
I will push back on that and say if I were going to do a get rid of the road situation, it would be the highway running through downtown.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes. Absolutely.
That is something we have to
More
be doing.
connectivity to downtown.
100%.
It's not like it's not an
makes
or,
no sense.
right? Like these projects have to be ands. But that is a bigger deal.
Friggin'
Yeah,
highway
it's a way
makes
bigger deal.
no sense. Like no sense.
I know. In the 2 years we've owned Greenfinch, though,
I've seen 3 overturned cars.
3 overturned cars
At that intersection.
and one of which was 6 inches from the front of our business.
Is it on Gravois? Back to Gravois?
Like Jefferson, like a car turning illegally onto
Yeah, it's-
Jefferson
it's
that
the
flipped
same.
over and landed right in front of Greenfinch, which is not even really on the intersection.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a few different things that have to be considered when we talk about dangerous driving. It's the infrastructure improvements that we need to make the streets physically safer to drive on and to navigate. It's enforcement of traffic laws. I think that is huge. And it's people making really bad decisions. And that one is, I think, harder for us to figure out how to deal with.
Well, and that's why I think that like you can't like the whole of human history and where we are now is like all the progress we've seen. Like people are still making bad decisions. So then we have to design the infrastructure to make it not possible to make that bad decision.
It's possible to make the bad decisions still, but ideally
Or
it would
make-
be
or-
less deadly.
Yep.
I
Sure.
mean, that's the thing. It's like, with the infrastructure improvements, you're not going to stop accidents. And people get upset because they're like, oh, man, somebody ran into that concrete barrier. It's like, yeah, thank God it wasn't a kid.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what I
That-
mean?
Yes, that.
I mean, those are the things that we're building for. We're building because people are idiots and they drive really badly. And they, are going to make bad decisions, and so when a bad decision is made, you want it to be one that doesn't hurt anybody.
Amen.
So that's something that's really important when we think about Gravois and the improvements. Is that how do we make Gravois safer so less people die? I mean, it's very dark, I know, to say it that way, but that's what's happening.
Moral of the story.
More that
Anne Schweitzer wants you to live.
There you
and
go.
not be in a grave in her ward
From a young age.
so soon.
If you're listening to this podcast, you've already achieved it, you know.
Yeah.
At least for now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It was
For being
fun.
an awesome guest.
Thank you for coming on the show. Overarching is recorded at Fly North Theatricals here in sunny South City, St. Loogie Magoogie. Our producer is Ashley Brandmeier. Our logo design is by JP Burks, a.k.a. Scrub. Follow us on social media at Overarching ST Lewis. And if you're not watching this on YouTube, I don't know how you're hearing this because we're not going to post this credits on social media. But, you know, if you are, cool. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that. Or else, grave. I'm Colin.
I'm Bradley.
I'm David.
Who are you?
Anne Schweitzer.
Yay.
And this was Overarching.